Welcome back, Game Yard family. Thank you so much for joining us for another video. Now, the third round of the West Indies Championship would have, got underway today, and the matches that are currently in progress are, the Guyana Harpy Eagles taking on the West Indies Academy, and that is a day-night encounter. The Windward Islands Volcanoes, they would have been, up against the Combined Campuses and Colleges team. The Barbados Pride would, lock horns against the Jamaica Scorpions, while the Leeward Islands Hurricane would go up against the Trinidad and Tobago Red Force. Now, I will be, as usual, I will be providing the daily roundups of these matches so far. And in this first video, I will be sharing with you what would have transpired in the match between the Barbados Pride and the Jamaica Scorpions, as well as the Leeward Islands Hurricane and the Trinidad and Tobago Red Force. Now, the Barbados Pride, gradually, took control, after bowling out the Jamaica Scorpions for a meager 231 on the first day, of this third round. Now, Chainholder, who had, he had a decent game so far. He would have taken 3 for 66. He would have taken the most wickets for the Barbados Pride. Supporting him are, Captain Craig Brathwaite. He would have taken 2 wickets for 1 run. Jamel Warrican, 2 for 42. And Kimar Roach, 2 for 45. And they would have played, crucial role in restricting the Jamaica Scorpions to that moderate total. By the way, it is, good to see Kimar Roach, back in the West Indies Championship. The only batter that really, showed some character today was Odin Smith. He would have scored 42 ball 50. And to be honest with you, the Scorpions, they would have struggled, to build momentum throughout the innings. Barbados Pride, they would have taken, wickets at regular intervals, and that would have, broken the back of the Jamaica Scorpions innings. At close of play, the Barbados Pride, they were on, 9 runs without loss. Brathwaite and McCaskey, they are on, unbeaten and 4. The Barbados Pride would have, won the toss and inserted the Jamaica Scorpions, and the Jamaica Scorpions, they would have lost their first wicket at 25 runs. They would have lost their captain. Captain John Campbell would have made 16.
Did he get something on that? Yes, he did indeed. The experience of Roach has strangled John Campbell. That's a big wicket to get.
Kurt Mackenzie and Carlos Brown. Kurt Mackenzie would have made 19 and Carlos Brown would have made 29. They attempted to, kind of steady the innings, but they fell in quick succession, leaving the Scorpions at 75 for 3.
He's gone. Given leg before, playing no shot. And umpire Crawford had a look, and that finger's raised.
You see he's working feverishly on the management of the ball. Edge found. So just an error in judgment there from Brown. May have just misjudged the length, deceived, going back when the player forcing shot to a delivery that might have been a little bit too close.
And it was very difficult for the Scorpions to, build some momentum throughout the innings. As I said before, they would have lost wickets at regular intervals. Jermaine Blackwood would have made 30, Javel Glenn 27, and they stitched together a 48-run partnership for the 4th wicket, pushing the Scorpions to 120 runs. Glenn played an aggressive knock, striking 2 4s and 2 6s, but was caught by Older at 123 for 4. From there, the Jamaica Scorpions, they collapsed, losing Brad Barnes for 2, Daniel Beckford for 0, and Blackwood all fell in rapid succession, reducing the score to 138 for 7. Smith, however, launched a counter-attack, smashing 4 6s and 2 4s in his half-century, while forging a vital 77-run partnership with Jevor Royal, who made a patient 43, including 5 boundaries.
Odean Smith, the new batter, and he greets Kemar Roach with one that sails over that fine leg boundary. Oh, this is Odean Smith for you. Uses the feet and clears long off by some distance. Oh, he got that and a half. Oh, there's no stopping that. He's pretty much lucky he didn't get a hand on it either, Shem Holder. That's the brute force of Odean Smith. Oh, Jafar Royal decides he wants to put back to ball. Jamel Warrican, in fact, runs past that one. And it does result in a boundary. Oh, catches the cry. Warrican attempts to get under it. And he spills it over the boundary rope. .50 for Odean Smith. An innings that has come at a time when Jamaica Scorpions most needed it. His second first-class half-century.
Very well played.
Their resistance, however, was eventually broken when Warrican had Smith caught and Brathwaite accounted for both Royal and Redwood to wrap up the innings.
Well, they will not get any more from him. He gets to that half-century and then is smartly taken by Zachary McCaskey.
Marquino Minley was left unbeaten and 4. And by the way, Tamari Redwood would have made a duck. The Barbados Pride had a steady start in their reply and will be aiming to build a strong momentum or a strong lead on day 2. Right? I mean, to be honest with you, the Jamaica Scorpions, I think they did not apply themselves properly in the match. I think the pitch was a bit slow in the early morning, and if you notice that most of our batters, they would have gotten some start, and none of them other than Smith would have carried on to any good total. I mean, Jevor Royal would have made 43, which is not bad, but our top batters, they all would have gotten start. Kurt McKenzie 19, John Campbell 16, Carlos Brown 29, Jermaine Blackwood 30, Javel Glenn 27. Most of them would have gotten start, and none of them really carry on that good start, and that would have accounted for the poor showing on day 1. So let's jump over to the Red Force match against the Hurricanes. And I mean, Jason Mohammed continues his rich vein of form, while Captain Joshua De Silva added his name to the century list as the Trinidad and Tobago Red Force got off to a promising start on day 1 of their third round West Indies Championship clash against the Leeward Islands Hurricane at Warner Park. Mohammed is currently unbeaten on 104. Da Silva is currently unbeaten on 120 as well.
So there is driving into the offside, down towards the boundary for 4 to bring up his third consecutive century for the 2025 season. Captain of the Leewards bowling to the captain of the Red Force team. And he's going to a sweep shot, gets it down towards the back of the square area for 4 to bring up his century. A very good knock by the captain of the Red Force team. A delivery on the leg stump. He swept it around the corner, down towards back of the square, into the boundary for 4.
They have so far put on a stellar 212-run partnership for the 4th wicket, which guided the Red Force to a strong position at stumps. On day 1, they would have closed the day on 326 for 3. Both batsmen will resume their innings on Thursday, the second day, with hopes of even more imposing total. Winning the toss and elected to bat, the Trinidad and Tobago Red Force endured their most challenging start of the campaign, as they would have lost opener Cephas Cooper. He fell cheaply for 14 runs. Vikash Mohan, he would have made 22, and Hamir Django, he would have made 60. He would have registered his second consecutive half century. They both worked to stabilize the inning before Mohan was dismissed off the bowling of Rakeem Cornwall. Django well compiled 69 ball 60, which included 6 boundaries and 3 60s, further steadied the innings alongside Mohammed. But his dismissal also from Cornwall left the Red Force needing another solid stand. Da Silva joined Jason Mohammed at the wicket, and that partnership just dismantled the Hurricanes' bowling attack. Both batsmen played with controlled aggression, dispatching bad balls while maintaining a firm grip on their wicket. Mohammed has so far struck 9 4s and 2 6s in his composed innings, while Da Silva's authoritative knock included 10 boundaries and a 6. Their partnership not only provided the Red Force with stability, but has also set the foundation for what could be a very daunting first innings total. Cornwall was the only bright spark for the Hurricane bowlers on day 1. He would have so far taken 2 for 75. So the Hurricane bowlers, they have a challenging task ahead, especially due to the fact that these 2 batsmen, they are well set. So we will see what will transpire on day 2. As I said before, the Red Force, they would have closed day 1 on 326 for 3. Alright, so that's where I will leave this one for this evening. Please remember to subscribe to the channel, to share the video with your friend and family. Please do not forget to comment on the video, as well as to give it a thumbs up. Right? Thank you so much for joining us, and we will see you in the next video.